Hi, good morning. This is Dr. Venkateswarlu, NB. I love to introduce my recent book, Joy of Computing. This is an appreciation book. During the last 30 to 35 years of computer science teaching, I have observed thousands of students putting blank faces when anyone tries to probe them at bit level. I know that the concept of bits and bytes is the basis for whole development related to computer science, IT, and allied areas. Since many years, I was aiming at expanding the simple term bits concept in a big way so as to be appreciated by the students community and teaching fraternity. It reminds me the first page of my slam book. One of my friend wrote, Venkat, you cannot do great things. You can do small things in a great way. In the same sense, bit is a very elementary concept in computer science. I wanted to expand it such a way that students will appreciate the computer science. This is the theme of this book. It is always good to deliver the first level courses as appreciation courses or joyful courses. I mean, they have to develop interest in the course theme and build enthusiasm among the students. Thus, I have selected the title of the book as Joy of Computing. I am sure you will agree with me that the courses can be joyful by including animations, to do examples, and puzzles. Thus, this book is designed to have many animations, puzzles, ready to run programs relating to historical developments, and interesting real life examples. Also, questions asked in international competitions such as Bebras, PISA tests, etc. are included to give little more bliss to this book. Another important objective of conceptualization of this book is to create a pool of open source resources to be used by the teachers in their first level classes while introducing computers to kids. In a nutshell, another objective of this book is to represent or to summarize funny questions which normally asked by first level students of computer science and my jovial answers for the same. First chapter introduces number system and radix are base of the number system. Also, it tries to relate how a number is a polynomial. Like this chapter has discussion on mathematics of number system. Also, many questions are answered, of course, raised and answered. One of the interesting questions that is answered in this chapter is like this. A student asked me this question. Can you show me how my name is stored in computer memory, that is RAM? For this, yes, we have included an app also such a way that readers can experiment their names and verify how their name will be stored in the RAM in zeros and ones. Second chapter relates bits and logarithms. Lot of questions of fundamental in nature are raised and answered. Some of them, what is an n-bit computer? How that is related to the programmer's perspective. That is, what is the largest number we can store in an n-bit register? How much memory a RAM can have, etc. What is happiness love? How much RAM my computer is having? What is a craps game? How rice grains placed on a chessboard can feed everyone on the earth for 192 years, etc. questions are raised and also answered. Third chapter poses questions like the following: what is capital B or lowercase b? When and where I need to use capital B? When I need to use lowercase b? What is a kilo? Is it thousand or 1024? When I should use thousand? Where I should do 1024? Like these questions are posed and answered in this chapter. Also, for example, like a typical Indian who reaches the dream world, America, wants to monitor his mother at his home place using cameras. How much bandwidth is needed? This type of funny questions are raised and answered. Next chapter talks about flip-flops and flops. Flip-flop is an elementary memory device which can store either 0 or 1. Then what's the meaning of flops is explained in this chapter. What is the speed of a computer? Is it in megahertz? What is the MIPS rating? What is the flops rating? What is the speed of the fastest computer of the world? Etc. questions are answered in this chapter. One other interesting thing of the book is use of puzzles to elaborate the concepts such as bits. Some of the examples are Enable King and his wine bottles, Finger Binary, Binary Cards Game, Finding Wrong Coin using Binary Number System. The puzzle goes like this. A king is having some wine bottles. He has some suspicion that one of the bottle is poisonous. He wanted to make a mechanism to identify which is that bottle. For example, let us see he is having 8 bottles. For example only, as shown in the figure, the bottles are numbered from 0 to 7 and also their binary codes are shown. What he does is he takes one drop of liquid from the bottle whose first bit, least significant bit is 1, that is the bottle numbers 1, 3, 5, 7. From all these bottles he takes one drop of liquid and puts in the first glass. Then he takes from those bottles whose second bit is 1, that is nothing but 2, 3, 6, 7 bottles. From each of them one drop is taken and it will be kept in the second bottle. Then those bottles whose most significant bit, there are nothing but 4, 5, 6, 7. From each of them one drop is taken and then kept in the third glass. Then he selects 3 people, testers. Each of them will be given one glass and asked to drink. So let us assume that if the first glass and the third glass, whoever has taken, they passed away, they died. So what we can infer from this? So first glass 1, then third glass also 1 we take, the number becomes 101.
which means that fifth bottle is the one which is having poison. So if you observe those sets, that is from which the drops are taken to the first
glass,
bottle 1 3 5 7, for third
glass,
4 5 6 7. So 5 is commonly available in both the sets, which indicates that 101 is the bottle number. So we are just simply taking, if the person who took the bottles 1 died, means we are taking 1. Similarly, third bottle glass, whatever he has taken, third glass, he is also died, which means that in that position we will take 101, which means that the 5. So that is the fifth bottle is the probably poisonous. In the same sense, if the person so who has taken second and third, they have died, which means that 110 is the code of the bottle, or rather having poison. That is nothing but 6. Maybe if all the 3 people are not dead, then obviously the bottle which is poisonous is 000, that is the 0th bottle. So this is how bits are used to identify the poisonous bottle.
This book also answers questions like what is ISBN code? What is IBM check? What are parity bits? Why do we require parity bits? What is meant by parity bit stuffing? What is US zip code really conveys? What is 2 out of 5 code? Also, the book discusses about what's meant by big Indian missions or little Indian missions, of course, middle Indian missions. What's meant by Indianness in the computer processor. Also, the book discusses about digital and analog systems, sensors, what are variety of sensors, what's meant by resolution, what is sampling, what is Nick's theory, what is bandwidth. Also, an interesting thing this book discusses is about sound of proteins. I am sure all of you knows we are made up of proteins. Our DNA is made up of proteins. So they also generate sounds. Their recordings are also available. So here we demonstrate, rather we display those recordings also, sounds of proteins. Also, this book discusses about what is an internet, what is www, which of them is hardware, which is software, is internet public, what is 255.255.255.0, can I send kiss via internet, can I send my smell via internet, what is metaverse. If internet is public, how to make my things as secure? What is meant by data encryption? Why do we require? This book contains many examples and animations related to simple data encryption methods. This book also explores quantum computing. What are qubits? What is a quantum computer? Does quantum computers are going to replace current computers? Are they fast? Are they slow? Etc. questions are answered in this book. This is a picture of a 4-qubit computer developed at Intel laboratories. This is the picture of a quantum computer that is developed by Google with 52 qubits. Well, this book contains many things, many questions and answers. Some of the questions may be funny in the nature. Probably they look funny, but yet they are meaningful. They are often raised by the students. Also, this book contains many apps, especially using Scratch programming language, are developed and are made available publicly. Thank you for viewing this video. The book links are given in this slide and also given below. I welcome you people to have a look at my book and share your views. Thank you. Thank you.